Hi guys, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing entities and giving a little brief description about that and how you can clear them, as well as I've channeled a message from Archangel Metatron pertaining to this subject, and he has a little bit of information regarding our current status in the world. So that will be at the end of this video, but let's get into entities right now. So what are entities? My intuition tells me that entities are either light or dark energies, and it's been deemed as a negative concept entities. We hear a lot of people talking about psychic attacks, entity attachments, lower vibrational energies, negative energies, however you want to call them. These are energies that either are passed on, they're in between worlds. They have not gone back to the light and they are not in physical form. But these entities will latch onto certain vibrations that resonate with them. So, what does that mean? It means that if you are vibrating in a certain vibratory state of sadness and an entity comes into your path, into your auric field that resonates with that energy, they will latch onto your energy, is what I've been shown. And I've spoken on this from personal experience. I've dealt with many entity attachments in my own life. I've cleared them. I've learned how to clear them through the workings with spirit. And these entities, as much as it sucks when you get them, there's such growth and wisdom that comes from that experience. So these entities, when they latch onto us, can actually, this is where the word possession, I feel, comes from, because these entities can whisper things in our ear, maybe guide us, and we think it's our own higher self guiding us, but it's actually another energy coming through, giving us like little whispers, kind of like that whole concept of a devil on your shoulder or an angel on your shoulder, and who are you going to listen to? So the way you know if you have an entity attachment is by tuning into your own energy and going into meditation. And entity attachments hate meditation because they know that we're going to find out who they are. We know that we're going to, spot them. And then when you spot them, that's when you have the power to clear them. Because by universal law, by working with Archangel Michael, when you spot an entity and you know that you have this, and you, through your own volition and will, rebuke them, they have no choice but to leave. Now, if you are unaware, that's how they can stay there. It's the same thing with what's going on the planet right now. There's a lot of people asleep to what's been going on. And because they're asleep to it, they have no power to rebuke the darkness that's playing out on the collective level. But when you have awareness, that's when you hold power into removing these energies from you or cleansing your auric field. I have a video called Morning Routine that kind of walks you through how to clear entities or energies. Every morning I do this in the shower, so I'm not going to waste your time. If you want to go watch that video, I highly recommend it. It's a good morning routine to start implementing because it helps you set intentions for the day. It helps clear your energy and puts you at a clean slate, a fresh energy slate. Now, if you have entity attachments that you're not able to clear on your own, through, there's many meditations on YouTube you can listen to as well that'll walk you through a meditative journey on how to clear them. But if you feel that this darker energy is just hanging around you and not clearing out of you, my recommendation is to then seek out an energy healer, a psychic medium, or somebody of that field that can look into your energy field, spot it, and help you clear it. But majority of the time, just by you tuning into your own energy, you can clear it yourself. But if you are too bombarded by entities or darker energies, it can be a little bit of a struggle to clear them yourself, because you just need that little bit of energy support from another person who has cleared energy to assist you with that. But then you can kind of, do it on your own thereafter. So these entities, I look at them as meanings of, okay, you have latched onto my energy. What is the lesson in this? Why are you here? And that's another thing that if you start tuning in, you can get reasons as to why. You'll either get imagery, you'll get little words that pop up in your head, you'll get maybe a scene plays out in your mind of like, oh, maybe you went to a party and something traumatic happened, and that's where that entity latched on. Because trauma, fear, pain, those, or shame or blame, any of the lower vibrations, if you look at the energy vibration charts, you can Google them, you'll see where neutrality sits, where love sits, where peace sits, and you'll see the vibratory levels of where these energies sit. And anything that's below neutral is deemed as kind of a gateway for entity attachments. It's up to us as being, warriors of light, or whatever you identify with, spiritual person, light worker, labels don't matter. But in order to be clear and pure in your energy field, you have to do maintenance daily, just like brushing your teeth or showering. These entities that come through in experiences that our soul maybe has pre-incarnation agreed to. So if you go through an experience of trauma and then an entity comes through from that, well, majority, I would say that experience you pre-incarnated with to agree to go through that in order to bring forth lessons for your soul to help you on your ascension journey. I have myself gone through many, many painful experiences that have led me to the point of healing my soul and my past lives. So it's all about going down this journey to then bring us forth to the awareness of what needs to heal within. So don't look at it as a bad thing if you feel like you have these. Look at it as, what is this trying to show or teach me? Look at it and turn it into a positive if you can. And also, I will say that entity attachments come from addictions because they create cracks within our auric field. So when we come in and we incarnate, we are a pure light source energy. That's why many children are very psychic up until the age of 5, which is like around 5 or 6 is when most children lose their gifts due to religious indoctrination, due to parental and societal conditioning. We lose these gifts. They shut down for whatever reason. And sometimes it comes from trauma. Mine came from trauma. I was sexually abused at the age of 5. It went on for some time. And that's when my gifts shut down. And I created a crack in my auric field that latched on entities that then were in resonance with sexual abuse. So then moving into my adult years, I perpetuated a cycle of people coming into my life that abused me sexually. That was a traumatic time for me, but it brought me to awareness of what the hell is going on here. So I went to spiritual healing. I went to, people who knew about this kind of stuff to ask them, why do these things keep happening? And I got my answers that, there are these energies that are playing out. We have to clear them. We have to heal you. And through the healing that I've done since 2012 up till present day, and I'm still healing, I've learned a lot about spirit world, about energy and all of that. And it's really fascinating how much we can heal in one lifetime. I'm now at the point where I'm healing past life incarnations, not even just this life. So we can get to a deep level of healing if we want to. So that's the other part of entity attachments, is if you realize you have them, it's about choosing, do you want to keep these entities playing in your realm, or do you want to rebuke them and push them out? And the way you push them out is by changing your actions. You can no longer make the same decisions or actions that brought you to that place where that entity latched on. And I went through a phase of addiction as well, and that also brought in other entity attachments that caused more havoc in my life, caused health issues. I, had autoimmune disorders that I battle now to this day that I feel was pertaining to certain decisions I've made in the past. But I do not look at anything as a victim mentality. I look at everything that's happened to me with empowerment, because everything that you go through, you grow through. That's what Spirit always tells me. What you go through, you grow through. And when you come to a place of healing within your being, you can then assist others that are struggling with the same. So it's so important to heal yourself, because then you can be a light in someone else's darkness. and bring them out of that pain and suffering that you have known and understood. So without further ado, I want to get into the channeled message from Archangel Metatron pertaining to this topic. So just sit back, take a couple of deep breaths in, take what resonates or leave what doesn't. So he said, spiritual maintenance is of the utmost importance at this time, as your world embarks upon a major shift taking place within the collective. You will know if you are in alignment with your higher self based upon the resonance of love you feel within your being. Those feeling cut off from this love are merely meant to experience the opposition of love in order to bring clarity back to the human mind as to which choices and actions bring you closer to or further away from this divine love. Judge not the world outside of you, but rather shift your focus and attention to the universe existing inside of you. There you will find the answers that you seek. There you will find the love that you seek. There you will find the peace and the harmony that you seek. The key to accessing the world within is by attuning your mind-body complex to the all that is. When you view life through the eyes of the soul, you will see infinite possibilities and miracles. When you view life through the eyes of the human, you will only see that which is in resonance with your current vibratory state. If you are feeling sad, that is the lens in which the world you will be shown. If you are in fear, that too will be the world you experience. You are here to remember who you are, an individual aspect of the infinite God Source love light. You are here to bring forth heaven on earth by birthing in a new reality through the lens in which you choose to view your world. You may call upon me and ask for assistance in clearing energies from you as you need. What you call dark entities or negative energies are merely just souls that have lost their way back to the light through forgetting who they are at their core essence, love. We do not choose to call them dark or light as we view everything from a neutral perspective. This is a teaching that we have been assisting humanity with for some time. What you see as dark or light in someone else is merely just a reflection of the dark or light within you. God only sees through the lens of unconditional love and forgiveness. Unity consciousness is the mission. The pain and the suffering humanity has faced and is currently facing is to bring forth healing to the individual and collective wounds that are surfacing. You must purge all that no longer serves in order to integrate and emanate more light into the world. Blame and shame will only perpetuate more darkness. We understand this is a hard concept for the human mind, but it is critical that humanity come to this realization. Both the light and the dark are in service to one another, in order to assist the soul towards ascension. As each individual heals their wounds and emanates the Christ light within, this healing ripples out into the collective to assist in the collective healing. Many of you are here to birth in a more just, peaceful, abundant, and harmonious world. The ways of separation, greed, poverty, and violence are what humanity is purging right now. There is no time frame that we can give to the inquiry of when the pain and suffering will end. This is a decision that humanity must make on their own. We may offer guidance and support to those who ask, however, each soul has incarnated with specific lessons and circumstances they've chosen to experience, and we are not allowed to interfere with this. This is universal law, so that humanity may learn to heal themselves and find their way back to divine connection. Hold the light, release fear, and choose love in every word you speak and in every action you take. You are loved, you are safe, you are healed, and so it is. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for tuning into this video, and I'm sending you so much peace and positive energy. If this resonated, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you in another video. Bye, guys.